How's it going, everyone? It's Zerker, and it has been a while. I figured since February was such a short month, and I wasn't really buying a whole lot in February, so I didn't really have a whole lot accumulated. And March kind of came around, got a little bit more, and I feel like now, since it's been 2 months, we got a nice little stack. Got a little bit of everything with this haul. Figured why not we do a video for this one and jump right into it. Start things off, there's going to be no particular order for this. It's just going to be manga first, and then the other two items that we got as well. So we're gonna start off with the manga, and we got volume 7 of Hino Ga Crush. I have just recently started rereading this one, or I should say start picking it back up. I think I'm on volume 4 right now, and yeah, basically if you like Akame ga Kill, Akame ga Kill 0, you will most likely enjoy this one. Following that up, we also got another series by the same manga as Hino Ga Crush and Akame ga Kill, and that is Chained Soldier Volume 3. I have been looking forward to this one because I actually do really enjoy the series. It is quite fun, quite enjoyable. Again, if you like Akame ga Kill and Hino Ga Crush, you will most likely enjoy this one. I'm kind of enjoying this one a little bit more than Hino Ga Crush, but that's just a personal preference. By far, my favorite manga so far of this year has been Candy and Cigarettes, Volume 3 here. I look forward to these every time they come out, and I cannot wait. I do believe there's an anime coming out for this. If not, then I hope there is one coming out for this because this is such a great series. Got a little bit of everything and is enjoyable. Old man who is a former cop, young female who is an assassin, and it's kind of like a daughter-father kind of dynamic as the story progresses, so it's great, enjoyable. Volume 4 of the I Didn't Die's Only No Peace. Love the anime for this. Actually enjoying the manga a lot more so far. Now this next series, I took a huge jump and risk on this one. Don't think I'm gonna really like it, but I figured why not, we'll check it out. Okay, here's volume 1 of Rise of the Outlaw Tamer and his S-rank cat girl. Yeah, so this is just a lot of etchiness going on in this one, so it's a nasty man manga. So got volume 4 of Kiruru Kill Me. Basically, this is actually pretty good, pretty enjoyable. Deals with if I remember, a pharmaceutical CEO or head of a pharmaceutical company who falls in love with a woman in passing, I guess, and he finds out that, kind of goes in like stalker mode and finds out that she is a assassin for hire, so he hires her to come and assassinate him, and in doing so, he develops these new protections against the assassination attempts. That way he can just survive and keep having her to try and kill him, as so he can kind of get to know her and get closer to her. Yeah, it's a little weird, but it's unique in a way. It's fun. Volume 11 of Call of the Night. Actually, this is by far my favorite cover of them all so far. I really like everything about it. Fantastic series about vampires and like love and a kid who wants to become a vampire. Yada yada yada. Great series. Check it out. Anime is pretty good. Can't go wrong with either one. And this manga that's next up really surprised me. It has quickly become one of my all-time favorites mangas to actually pick up and read, and that is Marginal Operation Volume 13. This, I always say this every time I get it, this was like my huge risk purchase because I jumped on like volumes 1 through 9. Just randomly, I kept seeing them in the store, kept looking at them, but never took the chance. But I just randomly ordered them on, I believe, Right Stuff without really knowing anything about it. And it ended up working out in my favor. This series takes place kind of in a fictional world of Afghanistan, and it deals with a Japanese former salaryman, I believe, or businessman, somewhere like that, and he ends up becoming an operator who controls and commands some field operators on different military operations, and then he eventually finds out that the people that he is commanding are children soldiers, and he kind of takes them under his wing and starts his own mercenary company with these kids, all in the goal to give them a better life, you know, make up enough money to get them out of this career and enjoy life as normal teens, and you know, just have a normal life. So it's super great, super dark at points, and just fun. I don't see anybody talking about this series, and they should, because this covers a lot of stuff and it's great. Back with some more etchiness, we got Please Put Them On Takumi-san Volume 5, and I actually just heard that this is getting an anime. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but yeah. And just like with that Tamer S rank cat girl manga, this was another huge dive. I don't know if I'm gonna really like it. I've heard good things. I've heard some weird things. We'll see how it goes. But the title of this is Screwed Up. I was reincarnated as a girl in another world. Yeah. So you can tell this was a light novel that's been adapted. So far, from what I have been able to tell, it is pretty dark in this first part. It's going to be interesting to see where things go, especially since the title kind of gives away that is a guy who's been reincarnated as a girl. And yeah, so you can see what kind of things are about to come down the pipes, I guess, with this series. But yeah. Probably the only non-pre-order item from this. I actually just randomly found this at Half Price Books, and that is Color of Rage by Kazuo Kiyoki. Basically the same guy who did Lone Wolf and Cub. Yeah, saw it there. It was like $6. Jumped on it. Glad I did, because as soon as I grabbed it and walked off to the different parts of the store, or somebody just come back, it was like in the little section that we have at our Half-Price Books, like, it was just here, somebody grabbed it. So I had to play like low key, like hide around, wait for them to leave. But yeah, no, just playing. He didn't seem that upset, but yeah. Add to my collection for this manga. Don't know anything about it, just jumped on it because it was by the same guy, so. Man, we got volume 18 already. Volume 18 of Grand Blue Dreaming. I've seen a lot of people dropping this. I don't blame them. I'm not, because I actually really enjoy this. This is like my truly like shut the brain off and just enjoy. So if you like diving, if you like college life with some little romance in it, this is the great series to read. Another great series to read, and I will not watch the anime for this one at all because I don't like the styling, but that is The Way of the House Husband, Volume 9. Former Yakuza turned husband or a house husband, and it's like how he goes about life. Trying to do things like normal tasks that people do day to day, but with the mindset of a Yakuza. It's gold. This is gold. We also have volume 3 of Manga Diary of a Male Porn Star. This is interesting because, quite honestly, I was expecting something entirely different than what this actually has, because the person that is telling his story is depicted like this all the time, and then you got the females and all the other characters that are really well drawn and everything. And it's just hilarious because of his depiction. So great series. It's actually a lot more wholesome. I kind of use that term loosely in this sense, but it is a lot more wholesome than I actually was expecting. So another volume 3, and that is Rooster Fighter. I just read 1 and 2 pretty recently, since I had this one already coming in, and I am going to unhaul this one. I don't like it as much as I used to. I read the first volume when I first got it. Then when I got the second, or when I found out this one was coming back, I decided to reread it, and with along with volume 2, was not enjoying myself. Not even gonna bother reading this one. So yeah, I'm just gonna kick it out. I got a lot of manga to get unhauled, so it's gonna be a while. And we got Ragna Crimson volume 8. Man, I think we only have like 2 more volumes for this series. So far, pretty enjoyable. I like it enough to continue it. Honestly, don't know if I'm going to keep it. Especially if the anime that's coming out is done pretty well, then I don't see a reason to actually keep it. But we'll see when we get to that point. And another series that will be getting unhauled, just because not one I'll probably read ever again, and that is Crazy Food Truck Volume 3. This is the final volume for this series. It's fun, it's enjoyable, it's got its moments, but overall it's just forgettable. So yeah, and I don't see myself in the future ever picking this one up or rereading it again. Volume 2 of Last Gender, When We Are Nameless. This has been actually a pretty good surprise for me. This deals with a lot of, LGBTQ, like non-binary, asexuality, all that stuff is covered in this, and like how people go about their lives and everything. And it all revolves around this very like secret exclusive bar that she runs or is bartending for. Yeah, there is a lot of adult theming in this. So yeah, it's not for the younger audience, but quite honestly, when I read the first volume, really enjoyed it. I think everything that they depicted was done tastefully. So yeah, I'm actually going to continue getting this series until I lose interest in it. And we got volume 17 of Bakemonogatari. Holy crap! I think this one's got 21 volumes when it'll be all said and done. Whew! What a ride. Love this franchise as a whole. And yeah, I just love it. Just love it. And this one, which is a Shuzo Oshimi work that I didn't even see coming out of nowhere. I'm surprised I even found it because, quite honestly, I had no clue it was coming out. And I didn't, you know, if I would have known, I would have ordered it a long time ago. Or pre-ordered it, I mean. But whatever. Thank you, Amazon, for recommending it to me. And that is Sweet Poolside. Yeah, I don't really know anything about this one, but I feel like it deals with swimming with some degree. So yeah, we'll see. It's a Oshimi work, so it'll be a super quick read. It's probably going to be weird, but you know, whatever. That's why I buy Oshimi's work, because it's so far out there. And lastly, for the manga of what we got for February, March, we got this Spriggan Volume 3. One more after this, and then we'll have the entirety of this series completed, ready, done, and all that greatness. Loved this series when I was a lot younger, watching this on like Real Player or whatever, when I had to spend like 2 days downloading something. But yeah, this is a great classic to read. Definitely should check it out. I wish, honestly, since we're on this topic of Spriggan and everything, I do wish it was a little smaller, maybe a smaller omnibus, personally. Like just not as thick. I think it's just too thick, because I feel like if I'm going to read it, I'm going to crack the spine. I don't want that, but whatever. I got it now, so I'm not going to complain. We're going to move into 2 Blu-rays I picked up. I'm going to go ahead and, since I was on a Satoshi Kon binge for a little while ago, I went ahead, because I didn't have this in my collection for Blu-rays, but Perfect Blue. I think this was the first Satoshi Kon film I ever watched, I think. And yeah, I had to pick it up. I didn't have it in my collection, surprisingly. So yeah, I got it. And to follow that one up, I also went ahead and mistakenly bought Ninja Scroll the series. So I already had the Ninja Scroll the film. I loaned it to a coworker and they lost it. So now I am out of the film, and I was like, well, damn, he paid me for it. He gave me like it was like $30 or whatever I spent for it. So he gave me the money. So I was like, well, all right, cool. I'll just go ahead and buy it again. And I didn't pay attention, and I ended up with this series, and I didn't realize there was a series for this franchise, I guess. So I don't really know anything as far as what the series is like. I decided to keep it. And when I was looking online for the actual film for this, I guess, series, yeah, I realized I had gotten a great deal on my original Ninja Scroll purchase. So yeah, let's just put it this way. Like I said, it was like $30, $35 or whatever for the film that I got like 2-3 years ago. Now I see them online for like $80. So yeah, it's probably gonna be a little bit. I've seen some online. But yeah, we got the series at least, I guess. Lastly, we're going to follow that up with 2 vinyls that I got. They're lo-fi ones. I love the lo-fi shit. So I went ahead and picked up from Lo-Fi Records, Mutations, Dimensions 32. This is the 21st vinyl that they've put out. I'm surprised they've had 21 vinyl releases so far. Scratch that, because I just saw out of the corner of my eye this one. This is the 22nd vinyl from Lo-Fi Records, and this is Xander's Cabin Fever Part 3. I really enjoy the freaking artwork on this one. It's so good, and the sleeve is pretty dope as well. So yeah, like I said, I've been really enjoying the releases from the Lo-Fi Records and all that. I didn't realize, you know, looking at these now, that there was 22 releases. I didn't even know they had that up there for all the other 2 that or 2 or 3 that I got. So, and I don't think they're gonna reprint the previous one. So I'm kind of far behind on what my collection is. But whatever, life goes on. But yeah, that was everything that I got for March and February, or February, March, however you want to put it. Like I said earlier in the video, I have to do an unhauling thing. There's a lot of stuff that I just don't read anymore, don't care about reading. There's stuff that are bought, tried reading, did enjoy, yada yada yada. I am going to do an unhaul video. I just need to find time, and yeah. But yeah, and I won't go over everything. It's just going to be kind of like maybe the newer stuff that I got, and like some full series or whatever. But so yeah, expect that in a while. And then I got a special video I'm going to do for April, since it is my birthday month. So yeah, I'll see you guys when I get a chance to do those videos. Peace. And